students, as we all know, today was the NDA's exam. So I'm here to discuss the answer key of English test, which comprises your part A of the set A set. So first to fifth questions were the questions which were composing of the antonyms. That means you have to tell the opposite meaning. So first sentence, Mohan was living in a deplorable condition. Deplorable condition, deplorable का opposite होगा commendable, that is option D. Number 2, these exercises will counteract the effects of stress and tension. So the opposite of counteract word will be option D, that is contravene. You have to preserve with different students. So the opposite of this word will be option A. Okay? D, option A. Their new color scheme is hideous. That is, which is ugly. So their opposite will be beautiful. Everywhere they go, they squander their earnings. That means उड़ा देते हैं अपनी earnings. They don't save the earnings. That the opposite will be manage. Now these are the questions which are dealing with your closed test. You have to give the appropriate answer. So the first answer, the Earth's climate is continually changing and evolving. Some of these changes have been due to the natural causes attributed to the human activities such as deforestation, emissions from industry and transport, etc., which have led to the accumulation of grasses and aerosols in the atmosphere. These gases have been known as greenhouse gases because they trap heat and raise air temperatures near the ground, acting like greenhouse on the surface of the planet crust, surface of the planet. D option, in order to create and strengthen the scientific and analytical capacity for the assessment of the climate change in the country, different studies under climate change action program are initiated. Many important bilateral and multilateral meetings and negotiations are held at regular intervals. That is it. ठीक है जी? So your 16th question is your, just a minute students. 16th questions deal with your sentence completion. So 16th option is answer B, which is he paused for a few moments. Late at night, our car, option A, broke down on the highway. All the countries signed the treaty except B option, Germany and France. I reminded her to turn off the lights at night. They told us about the women who lived the next door. That is option C. 21st is I see you at the end of the February. I dislike films that have sad endings. The thieves denied stealing the money. Did you drop away to see Sunita on the home? That is option D. Would you like to meet her? That is option B. Now idioms, B bad news, that means someone who is considered undesirable. That is option C. Back to the drawing board, that means to start planning again because the previous plan has failed. That is option C. Be in the eye of the storm, that means be in the middle of some controversy. That is option D. Life in the fast lane, that means to have a happy life without complaints. To pass the buck, that means to shift the responsibility of something to someone. So students, in continuation, now we are specifically moving towards our questions from question number 31st to 35th, that is rearranging your sentences to make an adequate sentence, right? So 31st correct option is option A, QSPR, that is the fundamental rights. The fundamental rights are basic rights and include basic freedoms guaranteed to the individual. ठीक है. 32nd is A option, FRQP, that is the Indian nation is the product of a historical process that has been in making for many millennia. ठीक है. 33rd option is option A, that is SQPR. 34th option is C, and 35th option is your C, right? तो मैं एक बारी आपको टिक करके बता देती हूँ. 31st option is A, 32nd option is A, 33rd option is A, 34th option is C, and 35th option is C again. ठीक है जी. Now, here is the word classes. You are most welcome to visit my humble abode. Abode means noun. It refers to a noun. Beyond is your preposition. Option D. Except is your conjunction. So 38th is option D. 39th, nicely is option B, adverb. Would you like to buy this new item? This is your demonstrative adjective, that is option D. Moving towards our last bunch, which contains your passage. Let's see what they have to say. For the first option, according to the passage, see, while we read the passage, read the following passage carefully and answer the items based on it. You are required to select your answer based solely on the contents of the passage and the opinion of the author. Which one of the following does not belong to the biotic community? That is option A. 41st is option A. 42nd is option. The nature of the biotic community largely depends on biotic and abiotic components. Which of the following is not an abiotic factor? That is your option C, algae. In the passage, the word aquatic community refers to the option D, assemblage of rain and moisture. Species are defined on the basis of both similarities and differences. All these answers have been derived from this particular passage itself, right? So when we read the passage, we'll go through all the answers which I have marked. Now, last is the bunch of your synonyms, right from the options, right from the questions 46 to 50th. The king's son was banished due to political rivalry, that is deported. He gave a dazzling performance at the opera, that is option A, brilliant. She rebuffed all the suggestions from her friends, that is option 48, option B, rejected. He disowned his royal legacy and became a commoner, that is abandoned, option B. The public was skeptical about the new. Skeptical होता है doubtful. So that is option C. I hope friends आपके बहुत अच्छे आंसर्स आए होंगे. मेरे हिसाब से the papers level as far the English is concerned was moderate. So all the best to you all.